We are going to have a bit of an audience today. A couple people are going to be watching. Don't worry, nobody important. Rob sends seafood wiggles. I'm a little, yeah, I'm a little concerned by that. Apparently, it's Ultros. I have no idea. I don't know. It's Rob. He's talking about wild, crazy things as usual. Hey, there he is. Hello, Matthew. It's better than the complete dark. Well, never mind. You need to get like a face light or something if you're gonna do that. Yeah, that's much better actually. I can actually see your face now. That's fine. Alrighty. Yeah. You are not as on push to talk as you think you are. Oh, okay. No, I just misheard you. I thought you had said you were going on push to talk. Yeah, no, that's my dog tonight. I will wait for the dog to be here before I get started. That's weird. Did it update there now, Rob? Oh, sorry. Let me turn. Is that better? I have a gain knob. It works. I am streaming the game, but I am not streaming any faces. Yes. Which is why Rob is commenting on everything. We have a couple people in chat. I think 2 at the moment. Wait. What do you mean, or their voices, Rob? Can you not hear them? Ooh, that's no good. Can one of you say something? That's weird. It thinks that it's picking them up. Let's solve that before we go any further. Rob, are you hearing the music? And the rain? Hmm. He's hearing me. Which, I mean, my voice is very lovely, but you are supposed to be able to hear more than that. Hmm. How about now? Okay, can you guys talk? Just want to confirm that they can hear you.
Yes.
Can you hear me now?
Okay, cool. I think that's everything then. Matthew, are there any surprises in your background? Things I'm not going to have expected? I haven't had a chance to read it yet.
I don't think so.
Okay, cool. So everything we discussed is in there and not things we didn't discuss.
Right.
Cool. Then I will read it later tonight after we play. You both ready?
I'm as ready as I'm gonna be.
Sure.
Welcome to the realm of Cormyr, where the rolling hills are dotted with sprawling forests, and the mild winters are a stark contrast to the danger and mystery that lurks within. You have journeyed east out to the small town of Bezert and have arrived at the northern tip of the vast swamp. 10 days ago, Delriar's mother, Elendeth, informed you of the site of a hidden dungeon that lies just at the edges of the swamp. In her youth, Elendeth's adventuring company found the place, but never managed to learn how to open it. The great stone door, concealed behind overgrowth and well hidden from sight, was covered in carvings of dragons. Given Delriar's recent interest in the subject, she thought he might like to try his hand at finding a way in, and Delriar invited Figwin and her cousin Taylor along to explore the ancient site. At the base of a hillock, you find the site Elendeth suggested. The air is thick with the sound of bullfrogs and the smell of decay, but to it tingles with a feeling that you can only describe as magical. As you approach the hidden entrance, you can see that the ancient stone door has been forced open. Once intricate carvings of dragons are now marred and shattered, evidence of the recent intrusion. The thick overgrowth that once concealed the entrance has been trampled, and the ground shows signs of a struggle. It's clear that whatever or whoever entered did so with force. You steel yourselves and step into the entrance, ready to face the unknown dangers within. The passage beyond is dark, and the only light comes from the glowing moss in the walls. The sound of dripping water echoes through the halls, and the smell of must and decay grows stronger. This is no ordinary dungeon, but the remnant of Cormyr's treasured past. The question is, who or what has come looking for that same treasure? So you guys find yourself currently in a relatively dark passage. It's descending into the earth. Like I said, there's the glowing lichen and the sound of dripping water ahead of you. What would you like to do?
I blanked on why we're here. It's because Matthew wanted to investigate something.
Yeah, Delriar's mom said that there's were interesting carvings of dragons on the doors, and he's kind of been looking into dragons a lot lately, and she thought it might be fun for him to try seeing if he could solve how to get in, which that seems to have been solved for you.
So
I
I
can
guess
see my character sheet, and so I'm blanking on your
Fig.
name.
Fig.
Fig. And how much light is there?
Not a lot. Though, make a perception check for me. Yeah, not a lot.
can see Fig has dark vision.
You can, that's true. And you see that it descends and curves a little bit.
That's what I was about to ask, actually. That's how well you can see. Well, Fig, seems after you would be best.
We go to such cheerful places when you're around.
I'm sure it's going to be great.
You always think everything's great.
Well, that's because it is great.
Fig just kind of smiles, rolls her eyes, takes her sword and board out, and starts creeping forward carefully.
We have anybody with us that doesn't have dark vision?
Yeah. Her cousin does not have dark vision.
Okay. I will go ahead and bring up dancing lights.
As far as you know, she probably doesn't either. She's just a human after all.
I will go ahead and bring up dancing lights.
Okay, cool. Yeah, as you bring up the lights, you can see that the stairs are cracked and worn, and it's damp. You can see some of the swamp water is leaking into the whatever you're descending into. You guys make your way down the stairs and around the corner with Fig in the lead. I assume Taylor is right behind, and Dell is bringing up the rear. Is that correct?
Yeah.
Okay, and you've got dancing lights up. But as you descend, you realize that there are, in fact, lights. You can see a flickering torch ahead of you. And as you round the corner, you step through a stone portal into an entrance hall. Despite its once grand appearance, the entrance hall is now overgrown and in a state of disrepair. Its black marble flagstones show cracks and damage, and its once gleaming white marble starburst partially obscured by the swampy overgrowth. The air is heavy with the damp, musty scent of the swamp, and light filtering in from the broken main entrance door illuminates the debris and damage caused by whoever or whatever broke through the door. That would be the 4 large amphibian humanoids. Their skin is green and slimy, and they have webbed hands and feet. They're rummaging through the debris in the hall, mostly bent and broken braziers. Their beady red eyes gleam in the dim light filtering in from the broken door, and their long tongues flick out occasionally to taste the air. One of them has a torch. that they're dressed in tattered rags and carry crude clubs and wooden shields. And as you make your way through the door, one of them looks up and lets out a surprised croak. Oh, this might be a problem. Hold on. I don't think Observer can see you guys through your guys' eyes, which means that the audience cannot see.
I just realized you look like Michael Fassbender.
If you say so.
Try something here. There we go. All right. So yeah, there's some dudes in here. You guys have about 5 seconds to respond before I'm going to call for initiative. Is there anything you want to do real quick?
Fig will be like, hello!
Del?
Really just trying to determine if they're going aggressive or not.
Make an insight check. Yeah, they look like they are quite willing to defend this place from you. How about we go to... Oops. Let's go to initiatives.
I was just about to play with the flames of their torches, of the torch.
Yes. There it is.
If you click on your token and click the the cross swords and shields, that'll add you to the turn tracker, and then you can roll your initiative. You should get a HUD that comes up for you, I think.
What the?
Whoa. Oh, your dancing lights got initiatives. That's hilarious.
All right, did I do this wrong? Am I on the tracker?
You are on the tracker, and you have rolled
That
initiative.
was funny.
Yes, I got a 16.
Hold on. Gotta do my initiatives, which are not working the way I expected them to right now. This is what I get for installing new things. Oh, there we go. There we go. Oh, and Tay. Needs to be added.
Unless Tay's just going to sit this one out.
I mean, nah. He's got his bow out. He's super eager. There we go. One of the froggy creatures, as I mentioned, croaks at you. It leaps towards you with a club in its hand. It's actually got its torch that it's wielding as a club, and it just tries to batter you with it, Fig. Does a 21 hit?
Yes.
Okay, you take 3 bludgeoning damage.
Nope. I hit dice. I want. Okay. How do I take hit points away?
If you right click on your character, you can see the 12 beneath it, and you can just do -3.
Aha. No. It just wants me to.
And then hit enter. No, you should be able to do -3 enter.
There we go.
There we go.
My numlock had been turned off and I didn't realize it. That's what the problem was.
Del.
All right. That fairly definitively Aggressive. All right. Let's hit the one against the wall opposite us.
Okay.
With Jolt.
Go for it.
Con save.
Constitution save. He fails. Four damage. He is bloodied. As your electricity lances across the room and strikes him, you can see he just kind of dances on the end of it. Does that end your turn?
Just remember that gives him disadvantage on his next attack.
Mm-hmm.
And otherwise, I'm going to move this way a little bit.
Okie doke. He kind of staggers off of the platform that he's on and rushes towards you, Fig. He is going to attack you with disadvantage. He tries to bite you.
That's extremely rude.
Yeah, it is very rude. He misses. You manage to bring your shield up and just shove it in his face, pushing him back. You are up, Fig.
Well, I think I'm gonna attempt to longsword this guy who just charged me.
Okay. Go right ahead. A 12 just hits.
Excellent. Do I push the damage button now?
Yep. And damage. Whew. Yeah, you slash out at him with your longsword and just cut him from shoulder to hip. He falls. And if that ends your turn, there should be on the combat tracker a little red arrow for next turn.
Yep.
Or end turn button. Perfect. Another of the bullywugs croaks in surprise and leaps towards Taylor. He is going to attempt to club him. That's a natural one. Tay just kind of ducks under it and shoulder checks the guy back a bit. Hey, watch it. He was gonna shoot with his bow, but now he's in melee, so he pulls out a short sword and tries to stab back at the guy. He misses, though. The creature manages to get its weapon up just in time to catch his sword on its club. This next one moves towards you again, Fig, and is going to attempt to bite you.
Weird.
Does a 12 hit? I think that misses, right?
It does not hit. My AC is 18.
Right. Yeah, he attempts to bite you, but yet again, you just manage to shove your shield into his nose and push him back. That guy is dead. Del.
All right. I'm trying to determine if I can get behind these guys.
You might be able to, but you might have to be like
I think
melee
the thing
to
in
do
the
it.
middle is a hole.
No, the thing in the middle is just the original ground. It's marble flooring.
Oh,
Yeah, you
okay.
could do it if you passed like here and then here. You could get to here.
Yeah.
Yeah. You should be able to mark the whole path. Yep. Oh boy. What's the range of Thunderclap?
I thought it was 5 feet.
I think you are correct. It just doesn't say here for some reason.
15-foot cube.
Oh, you might actually want to come here and do it up in northwest. It actually should have a way for you to put a spell template on. I'm surprised it didn't offer
It
that.
did, and here, let's try that again.
Yeah, do it again without spending the slot, or is it a cantrip?
It's a cantrip,
Oh, well, do it again. But you might
so I
want
can
to.
do.
You might want to be here. It's
There.
you have to be at one of the corners.
Oh, do I?
Oh, this is the cantrip. Yeah, it is. It is 5 feet centered on you. Rob's correct. Or rather, a
That's not what
15
my,
foot. Yeah, no, it is. It's 5 feet. Thunderclap is 5 feet. The 15-foot cube is Thunder
Yeah.
Wave. So you were correct in the first place. So you
I
should
don't
be
know.
here, and it is centered on you, and it gets all 4 of them.
Thunder Wave's like a second level spell, so.
First level spell.
Is it?
Yep. All right. So yeah, you get all 3. Let me roll their saves here. Two of them save. One of them fails. Go ahead and roll damage.
Of course.
Oof. That's unfortunate. Well, it's still enough. One of them collapses to the ground, dead. Meanwhile, Fig and Taylor, their ears are left ringing from the massive, thunderous noise that rolls through this small room.
Oh, poor puppy ears. Which aren't puppy ears, so you didn't hear anything. Shh.
Fig.
I'm adjacent to this guy,
Yeah.
right?
Yeah, you might want to move a little closer, but you're fine.
I can't see the grid, so there.
There is
I
no
screwed
grid.
it. That would be why I can't see it.
We play gridless.
I'm going to attempt to longsword him too.
Go for it. 25 hits. 11 damage. Yeah. You just slide your sword straight into this creature's, frog-like creature's chest. And it collapses to the ground. Instantly dead.
It's me. And poor Fig, like, we didn't have to do it this way.
Does that end your turn? Oh, yes, it does.
Yeah, I pushed the button.
Yep, I see. Taylor is like, this is going fine, but he just doesn't like being in melee like this. He's going to use his cunning action to get away and step over this way. Oh, sorry. I don't know why I did that. It's not his turn. It's the Bullywug's turn. He's still going to attack Taylor. The frog... Natural one again. He tries to slam at Taylor with his club, but Taylor is really not having it. And as I mentioned, he just decides to nope out of that fight and slide over
Just
here.
too pretty.
He really does. He's just like, I'm too pretty to get hit. He sheathes his sword and pulls out an arrow, knocks it, and takes a shot. Which hits. His arrow strikes the bullywug in the right through the throat, and the frog creature falls to the ground, also dead. Well, that was fun.
It ripped my tabard.
Don't worry, you can make a new one.
I don't think the damage done to the entrance was done by those.
If it was, I think there was a lot more of them.
I suppose that's possible, yes.
Maybe. So, now what?
Now we find out.
As you approach that doorway, you can see a slightly darker room beyond, but it looks like a long hallway with several might be stone statues. You can't quite tell. You'll need to go in to look closer.
I touch there.
You lack the permission to do what?
Don't know. What were you trying to do?
I wasn't trying to do anything. I looked back up after I had done some drawing, and it just says learn lacks permission, and then it went away.
Weird. As you step into the room, you see several large stone statues, each depicting different figures in various poses. The statues all share an unusual texture, as if carved with an abnormally large or curved tool, which gives them a slightly uncanny and off-putting look. Among the statues is a figure, well, I suppose Figwin's not in there yet, so we'll wait. Yeah, each statue does, though, have a bronze placard at its base, although several have been worn down by time. Many of the statues are in varying states of disrepair, with cracks and chips and missing limbs marred by their once grand appearance.
Yeah, Figwin's not in there because yet again Matthew's standing in the doorway.
He's real good at that.
I enter a room, I take...
As you step in, Fig, and you look over these statues, there is one you recognize. There is a statue of Apalea Hawklin here, depicted in a proud and a regal stance with her sword in her hand.
Statue is it?
It's this one right here.
Fig goes and runs over there.
Yeah, it looks like your mom.
Dell is trying to read what he can from the plaques.
Sure.
Yeah,
So
the first thing Fig
that-
does is try to read the mom plaque.
So that one, Dell, says Tholendar Dawnbringer, War Wizard of Cormyr. A beacon of something illegible. Darkness, providing succor and defense for the unwanted against unjust oppression. But Apalea's says Apalea Hawklin, champion of Cormyr. Bravely fought alongside Tamara's faithful against overwhelming evil, sacrificing all for the sake of mercy and light.
Fig is full big shiny anime eyes mode.
That one to the left there, Del, you can't quite make out. The inscriptions have been worn off. Tay follows you in. So what'd you find?
It's mom.
Huh. Does kind of look like her. You sure it's her?
It says her name right there, look.
Whoa. The heck?
Don't know, why is she here?
I don't know either.
She's like, starts looking around like, is this a tomb?
I thought we were here for Del and his love of dragons. What does this have to do with your mom?
To see it, right? It's right there, right?
I see it. Del?
We got a war wizard there. Fig's mom there. I'm trying to see what else is here.
That one's also too scratched. In fact, the bronze plaque is completely missing from that one. That one, you can see the plaque, but it's scraped, scratched. But this one is Tormag the Brave, defender of Cormyr, fearless in the face of dragon rage and relentless in pursuit of something illegible, followed by of undeath.
Can I roll a history check to see if
Absolutely.
if anything these names...
Good roll. 20. Dirty 20. So you do not recognize any of the names except, of course, Apalea. None of them seem to have made history. Even Apalea's name you wouldn't know if it weren't for Fig telling you that she wants to know more about her mom, although you're a little confused why her mom would be in a tomb this old. This place was sealed when your mom came here before you were born. Which means it must have been shortly before Fig was born, too, and it was already old and overgrown. So that doesn't make any sense. These last two,
These last two?
you also can't read their placards. There's just the three. Oh, but with that history check, though, you do know the word Dragon Rage. That is a word you know about. A Rage of Dragons, or a Draco Rage, is a periodic, realms-wide event that occurs when many dragons go on a collective and senseless rampage, destroying everything in their path. There was one about 100 years ago, is the last one you heard about, and it affected Cormyr pretty heavily.
Big is going to do whatever the modern equivalent of take 10 is to just really look over this statue of her mom.
There is no modern equivalent to that, but yeah. It looks just like her. It's a little uncanny valley because whatever tool was used, it's incredibly detailed and intricate, but the tool was way too large for the incredible detail and intricacy, so you're a little confused by that. Whoever carved it must have been an impressive sculptor.
Is there a maker's mark on it somewhere? Or?
Make an investigation check. Not that you can find, although, are you telling anybody that what you're doing? Like, or are you just looking it over without saying anything?
I mean, if, like, Taylor comes over and peeks, she'll be like, I wish I knew who built this. I'm trying to find, but I can't.
Let's see if I can give you a hand. Go ahead and re-roll. Taylor will give you advantage on that roll. Yeah, that's much better. You do find, not on the statue itself, but on the pedestal that the statue is on, there's another starburst that looks very similar to the starburst that was out there. It's a 7-pointed star with 6 of the points are kind of spread around equidistantly, and there's a very pretty cat. Not in the game, that would be Matthew's cat. 6-pointed star with the 7th point is much longer and drawn away from the others. And then behind that starburst, there are 3 slashes, like claw marks, maybe. That's the only thing you can find for a maker's mark.
She taps it and says to Taylor, Do you know what this symbol is?
No clue. Looks like the star outside, but I don't know what the slashes are, and I don't know what the star is.
It looks like it could be the symbol of a deity or something, but I don't think I've ever seen this one.
Well, what's the placard say? Tamara's faithful. Sounds like some kind of deity. Who's Tamara?
Can I roll religion to see if I know?
Absolutely. Go ahead and make a religion check. Del, you can make a religion check for that if you want as well.
Good lord, why am I doing so poorly? She's just flabbergasted.
I mean, you did one-shot 2 of the frogmen. You know, Del, you're pretty sure you've heard that name before, but you don't remember where. And also, the more you're in this room, Del, the more you feel like you've seen these statues before.
Let me get up close to each of the ones that still has details and just really kind of get my face in their face and try and understand what is making that realization.
You spend some time studying them. You don't know.
If I count
feels like something you've seen before.
count up the number of statues, would it make sense for like a regiment of the Purple Dragon Knights and their pet war wizard?
It could. There are 8 statues. It could be 7 dragon knights and a wizard, but that doesn't seem to be the case. At least 3 of these are wizards or casters. One of them looks to be some sort of holy figure. 2 of them
And I suppose
have sword and shield. One of them has a giant axe, and the third one, you can't make out what it has at all.
And I suppose if I saw any purple dragon or war wizard paraphernalia on them, I'd recognize it immediately.
Which you do on both your mom and the war wizard, but none of the others seem like they are related to the purple dragons.
It's quite interesting, but perhaps we should see what else this place holds.
My mom's remains are in like a family crypt somewhere, right?
As far as you know, you've never actually touched her bones, but as far as you know...
Well, that would be weird. Very reluctantly, Fig goes, I guess we should, you're right, look around and see what else is here. Maybe the answers are further in. Where is everybody going?
Well, Taylor went back out to the other room.
Isn't there more this way?
No.
Not that I
Oh.
could tell.
Sorry, the Fog of War is not updating around my token.
Oh, that's weird. Hold on. I wonder if your token's vision isn't set up properly. It is not, and that would be why.
That's much better. Thank you. Yes, I could not see that wall.
Yeah, you didn't have your dark vision set up. I apologize for that.
And these doors, they look...
Can I attach these things to my character again?
I don't know. I'll tell you what. I can get rid of them, and then we can reactivate them.
Yeah. Let's see if I can just move my character without clicking on one of them. Yeah. All right, let's just select all of you. There we go.
You, had the dancing lights selected when you cast dancing lights, by the way. So you put, the dancing lights is concentrating, but there you go.
Look. They're very, very studious lights.
It's funny. All right, so yeah, you guys approach a set of double doors. Do you want to open them?
Of course.
Sure.
Go right ahead. You open the
Oh, more
door
froggies.
to reveal a sanctuary, partly submerged in murky water, with shafts of sunlight filtering down from an opening in the ceiling, creating a dappled light upon the room's surface. A massive statue of a platinum dragon stands on a raised dais in the center of the octagonal chamber. Its notable features appear to gaze out over the water. On the far side of the room, 6 more of the green-skinned creatures can be seen splashing through the shallows, angrily pounding against a door in the far wall. Their voices are raised in frustration as they attempt to break through. The scent of decay and stagnant water fills the air, while the sound of a door being hammered upon and the splashing of the humanoids fills the otherwise silent chamber. They don't seem to have noticed you. I did say 6, though, and I don't know why there wasn't a 6th on there. So there we go.
All right, was having trouble selecting my token so that I could open the door.
Dell, I think I found evidence of your dragons.
So it would seem.
Saw some more frogs.
Right.
Considering how friendly the others were, we might as well get to it.
Yeah. Hey, Taylor.
So,
Do you think you could shoot the head off of one of these things?
shrugs. I can try.
I will prepare a jolt to
Well,
release.
so what's going to happen here? Can you guys make stealth checks? We'll get a group stealth
I
check.
mean, I can make a stealth check. That
Yeah.
is a thing I can do.
It'll
Holy
be-
shit. Oh no, that was Matt's. Okay. That makes much more sense.
All right. 15, 12, 2. That is an average of 11. They do not notice you, and you have surprised them. They are surprised. So, give me a moment.
Thank goodness for everybody else in the party, because that sure was not carried on my back.
Isn't that what's great about group checks? Go to activate this. Go ahead and add your tokens to the initiative.
Lee, Dice, come on, man.
There it is. Wait. The hell? Okay.
The cross swords and shield.
Mm-hmm.
It didn't add you.
Oh, that one. Okay.
Yeah, the other one opens up the UI.
Yep.
There we go. Cool. All right. This one is no longer surprised. It happens to turn and sees you guys and croaks out in surprise. This one, a little startled by it, starts chirping at the first one. This guy also turns and spots you. And then Taylor slips into the room with his bow out. He rushes over here towards the side and takes careful aim on this guy. He will have advantage because it is still surprised. Natural 20.
Nice. Hi, Bullywug.
He rolls 9 damage. Yeah. His arrow just streaks in, strikes the bullywug, the frog creature right in the back of the head, and it collapses to the ground. Hey, I can do it. And let's end the dancing light speak on the initiative again. I don't know why that's happening.
They want to help.
They're very helpful lights. It's fucking hilarious. All right. Del, you're up. The two closest to the door over there on the far right are still surprised.
Okay, yeah. Everybody's
The
within range.
statue does give cover, though, so...
Oh, does it?
Yeah. Now, that only applies if you're using, like, an attack roll. If you're casting an AoE or something, it won't apply. Basically, cover hinders your ability to make attack rolls, but not cause them to make saving throws.
Right. Yeah, okay. We'll just hit the topmost one at this point.
Okay.
In the back.
This guy here? Oh, this guy?
No, top.
Okay, this guy.
Upper right.
Cool. Alrighty. Ooh, go ahead and roll damage. Your jolt of lightning streaks around the statue and takes it square in the neck. It begins to dance as the damage courses through it. Not a lot, but enough that you gave it a bit of a surprise. He is no longer surprised. He is no longer surprised. Figwin.
Ugh. Unselect. I'm gonna throw a javelin at this guy.
Go for it. You pull out a javelin and sling it across. It takes him in the shoulder. Go ahead and roll damage. Woo! 10 damage. By in the shoulder, I mean in the heart.
And that's my turn.
Alrighty. There is a general cacophony of croaking and surprise and alarm as you have killed 2 of them and injured a third before they even really knew you were here. All of the creatures turn and start basically flailing about, trying to figure out what to do. One of them rushes towards you with its maw open wide, trying to bite at your arm, Fig. A 13 misses as you manage to put your shield in the way of his attack.
That is what it's for.
This other one follows him behind and basically shoves him out of the way to try and get to you. He has a club in his hand, which he tries to batter you with. A 21 hits. He manages to slip past your defense. You take 3 bludgeoning damage.
Like that?
And you are bloodied. Taylor does not like seeing you getting hurt. He decides to cross over here in the room a little closer and get a better shot. Draws back an arrow and takes aim at the bullywug that tried to bite you. He hits and deals 8 points of piercing damage as his arrow strikes the creature square in the eyes. It collapses to the ground at your feet. Del.
Go ahead and jolt the same one.
Go for it. That's the one holding the torch.
Yeah.
It fails.
That's better.
6 damage. Very nice. Yeah. You see, as your lightning dances along its shoulders and its hide, it sort of like staggers a little bit and it drops its torch. It falls into the water and goes out. Where's my... There it is. It's looking pretty bloodied.
I just send these into the room.
Is it a bonus action to move them?
I believe so, yeah.
I think you're right.
Yeah, bonus
you're
action, you
correct.
can move them up to 60 feet.
Yep, cool.
In fact, you know what? We're going to do... And I'm going to move here. And that'll be my turn.
Okie doke. This guy who's been battering at the door the whole time looks around like, what's going on? He looks over at you guys. He looks a little startled to realize you're here. And then he looks a little angry to realize you're here. And then he just starts charging towards you, Fig. And as he's charging, he... hold on. Why is this not in these notes? He starts taunting you in common. Here it is. He says, he calls out to you, Shavara gonna eat your bones. In Chundathan. But oddly, he's not trying to eat you, so whoever Shyvana is not him. He brings his club up high, and you manage to deflect it with your long sword. This bullywug over here, the one that's still dancing to the lightning, croaks and starts towards this waterfall as if he's going to jump his way out. He does manage to get up into the branches, but he's not out yet. Fig.
I'm gonna longsword. Is this one dead?
Nope, that's the new one that just charged at you, saying something in Shondathan as he tried to beat you with his club. Both of them have clubs. Yeah. An 8
Ew.
misses.
Oh, I didn't even want to do that. I
What'd
wanted to lay on hands myself.
Next turn.
Yeah. So I'm just gonna kind of hunker down under my shield as much as possible.
Yeah, fair enough. That guy is dead. This guy... attempts to beat you with his club. A 16 misses. Cuz, you alright? Taylor calls as he moves over here to try and get a better position on this guy. He's gonna take another shot.
I'm fine, but I would love it if they weren't here anymore.
His arrow goes wide, missing. Working on it! Del.
Have to miss less.
Let's see if I can finish off the one that's running.
He fails. And 4 damage is enough. He croaks and dances and falls into the water, still hissing. The bullywug that spoke to you continues taunting you. Shyvana gonna lick you, eat you. He tries to jab at you with his club again. And he hits. You take 2 bludgeoning damage as he batters you over the head with his taunting phrases and his club. Mostly the club.
I'm gonna lay on hands myself.
Go for it.
Yeah, just do it, game. How do I tell it to do it?
Each time you click it, it's going to use a point, assuming you're using the UI.
Oh.
And then you just decide how many points you want to use, and then give them to yourself.
I don't see it in my UI. Where is it?
Let me see.
Your features?
No, she's using the actual UI. It would be under use feature, and then there's a lay on hands.
Oh, duh.
Oh, it looks like you've already used it all.
Oh.
Did you mean to use all 5?
Yeah, but it only gave me 2 back. I was down to 4, and now I'm up to 6.
Just go ahead and give yourself the other 3.
Okay. But yes, I did because I was...
Yep, that's totally reasonable. Okay, that's your action.
Yep. That's me. I'm just trying not to die here.
Fair enough. This bullywug starts trying to get past you to Taylor.
No.
Yeah, no, he's trying.
Is he bluffed my threat yet?
He is not.
Okay.
But he is trying to beat you with his club again. Even though he's trying to reach Taylor. He misses. He batters against your chain, and it stings a little, but the armor does its job. Taylor is not having that. He backs away. He is not interested in being in melee at this point in time.
Or ever.
Takes another shot with his short bow. Natural 20.
Well done, Tay.
Woo! 13 damage. His arrow flies across and hits the frog creature in the eye. Just goes straight into its eye, through to the brain. It croaks and collapses.
It croaks and croaks.
Yep. Del?
All right, let's jolt it.
Your lightning laces across its skin and seems to have no effect. It just
As
kind
in-
of cackles at you. Gonna have to do better than that.
Better is only a moment away if you don't stand down.
Shyvana gonna eat you all. And then he slams at you with his club again, Fig. Ooh, 17 just misses. He manages to batter into your shield, and you can feel the weight of his attack pressing against you. This guy might be the one that broke the door. He feels pretty strong. Fig, you're up.
Fig's like, what even is a Shyvana? But instead of waiting for an answer, she's gonna longsword this guy. Maybe.
10 misses.
Big.
Yeah. Fig is
Yeah,
not
you
great.
you try to slash at him with the sword, but he just kind of ducks under it. What the heck is up with this frog? Taylor asks as he takes another shot. It manages to duck aside, completely avoiding the shot. Del. Oh yeah, there it is. That hits. What element?
And that is absolutely lightning.
Okay. Go ahead and roll damage.
Yep.
Yeah, you draw this bolt of lightning into your hand, this ball of lightning into your hand, and it coalesces and forms, charging
actually
the air
off the,
around you. Off the staff?
That's off the rod, yeah.
Off the rod, yeah. And drawing ozone around it and charging the air. When you release it, it flies across past you, Fig. You can feel the hair on your arms standing up as this ball of lightning draws past you. It hits the bullywug square in the chest, and the thing just kind of dances and shudders a moment. It steps away, not out of its own choice, just because its limbs are no longer under its control. And then it falls to the ground. Dead.
That he wanted better.
Do either of you know what a Shyvana is?
Nope.
I intelligence check that?
Go for it.
Any particular one or just straight intelligence check?
Straight intelligence.
Nope.
Could be a name.
Tommy.
Taylor supplies very helpfully.
I would assume anything that's trying to eat me is a thing with a name. My real question is whether it's here. Cool. I love that.
I am inspecting the statue.
Yeah, go ahead and make... Where did my notes go, and why aren't they in front of me?
Wesley probably ate them.
Yeah, I think he did. Go ahead and make a history or religion check. That is a good roll, 22. You heard the name Tamara previously, and you saw that 7-pointed star. And all of these are things that you are sure you recognized. Something just was triggering you, and now that you're looking up at this dragon, you don't know how, but you can tell a couple things about it. First off, it's a platinum dragon, like I mentioned. It's actually made of stone. You can tell that this is a carving of a dragon made of stone and then covered with a platinum coating that's come off in a couple of places, but it's mostly still there. It's a very regal figure, and you're fairly certain it is a deity, and it is a deity named Tamara. And you vaguely recall when you were doing research on dragons and dragon religions, there was a deity named Tamara that you found notes on. You didn't find much, except that apparently she's a god of healing or peace or something like that.
It's certainly a goodly dragon deity. Has to do with the others in the crypt back there. Wonder what it's doing here.
Has to do with them how?
I just know that this is the name on the plaques in the other room specifically indicate this dragon.
This
Now Fig is looking at the dragon sculpture going, was my mom a paladin too? All shiny-eyed again.
Wait, there's like that starburst on the floor, and then we found it in the mark, and now you're saying that this is the dragon that was mentioned? But it wasn't a dragon that was mentioned, it was a god, right? It said something about Apalea and service to, well, I guess it could be service to a dragon.
Also, why couldn't a dragon be a god?
No, it said Tamara's faithful, right? So it's got to be a god, right?
So it's a god dragon.
This is a god dragon?
Huh.
That is what I would surmise, yes.
Huh. Didn't know dragons had gods.
You think only those that walk on two legs have gods?
No, I didn't think about it.
I think there's a lot of things that walk on four legs that just don't think about it.
I
But
don't.
she's
Otherwise,
not
I didn't
speaking
see
from
anything.
experience or anything.
I don't walk on four legs. Huh?
I meant, I think there are a lot of things with four legs that don't have gods because they just don't think about stuff like that.
Oh, yeah. See, and I just didn't. Look, my job is to look pretty and be awesome. I don't know anything about dragons or gods. Mostly.
Well, they do indeed have their own gods.
Huh. And this Tamara is a dragon god.
most importantly, it's a good dragon god.
Very close to many of the ideals that we of Cormyr
Oh,
believe in, yes.
oh. So, what now?
It's always
We
the
have another
doors that the
door.
frogs are trying to get through. I'm a little worried there's going to be more frogs, though.
Probably. Do you need to take a short break? Take a breath?
That'd probably be good. They did get a couple of good whacks in on me. My head's ringing a little.
You guys want to take a breather then? Only takes 5 minutes.
Yeah, I can spend hit die during a breather, right?
Yes, you can.
I only have one, but
Hey, one will definitely do you good.
yeah.
Won't
I
do me
think
much good. But
I think with your constitution, you are guaranteed to get the full hit points from one.
No, I don't want to adjust them. I just wanted to roll it. Where? Sorry, I'm.
There you go. You gain 4 hit points,
Excellent.
which does indeed put you back to full. While you're doing
Can
that,
I presume I got my javelin back from the?
are you
Fully welcome.
searching the corpses and getting things off of them? Tay is going to
Sure.
collect his arrows while you're doing that.
Yeah.
Yeah. While you're searching the corpses, you do find on the bullywug that was taunting you, there's a strange river stone with markings on it.
Like a worry stone?
Maybe?
Do I recognize any of the markings? Can I roll something to see if I recognize any of the markings?
You could make an Arcana check.
I guess I'm very good at that.
You do not recognize the markings. In fact, you barely can tell that they are markings at all.
I will take it to Dell because I love my cousin, but he's kind of a himbo. And be like,
you
do
said
you have
Arcana?
do you have any idea what these are?
Yeah, Arcana.
Yeah, let me take a look.
You do recognize them. They are arcane runes. In fact, you recognize what this is. This is a sending stone.
Magic stone. Wonder who they were talking to.
Can you trace that somehow?
Not me.
Well, let's not activate it yet. Let's see if we can find somebody who can trace it first.
Which one of you will keep that?
I'll let Dell carry it because he's more likely to know where people are that
Okay.
can do that. Like, I don't hang out with a whole bunch of arcane wizards yet, I imagine.
Inventory.
I put it on your sheet for you.
Okay, thank you.
So weird, though. I thought these things were just kind of tribal.
Generally speaking,
Does this mean somebody sent them in here?
Well, maybe that's who Shivana is.
it's possible.
Wonder what they're looking for.
Something through that door. They were trying to beat the crap out of it before we got in here.
Well, I'm feeling a little better. I think I can probably go through the door now.
Sure.
After you think.
As you approach the door, you can see that it is solidly swelled up from all of the water, nearly filling, just seizing it into the stone. There, even if you had the key, you're pretty sure you couldn't open it the normal way, which means you're going to have to break it.
I'm gonna go grab one of the Bullywog's clubs because I don't want to waste my sword on this. Because battering at a door with a sword sounds like a bad time for the sword.
Sure, absolutely. So you grab one of their clubs. They're
And
mostly just crude tree stumps.
yes, but I will hit the door with that instead of my nice sword.
Sure thing. Go ahead and make a strength athletics check.
It's two ones in a row.
Yep. You slam the club into the door, and it just kind of rattles you a little. You can't manage to get through it right now.
Well, I'll try again when you let me try again.
Big
Whenever you want.
step back a moment,
Fig steps back.
like over by the statue.
What you doing?
Probably magic.
What? He knows magic?
If you're not careful, Tay, I'm gonna bonk you with the club next.
You can't do that. I'm too pretty to be bonked. Oh yeah. Go ahead and roll damage. You there's that loud thunder throughout the room. At least this time there's an escape, so it doesn't build up the pressure like it did previously. The thunder escapes through the roof. The thunder's noise does. Del, there is a distinct crack across the door this time. You're pretty sure if you did that again, it'll burst.
One more time.
Oh, but your magic is so noisy.
Damn, you're gonna summon everybody from 6 miles away.
We did just have a big fight. If they couldn't hear it the first time, that's not on us.
Fair.
Well, considering the state of this door, whatever's on the other side of this is either dead or beyond us. So be ready to run.
As you slam another thunderclap into the door, the rubble around you breaks as well, but the door cracks and falls to pieces on the ground.
It comes
Beyond.
trotting back up.
You see with your lights what looks to be, well, it looks incredibly overgrown and water-filled. In fact, some of the water spills out as the door opens, sloshing around your ankles. The room previously descended. There is water down there. You're probably going to have to go into it, but it looks like a reliquary. Once organized shelves and displays have long since given way to the relentless damp of the swamp. Books and scrolls lay strewn and waterlogged beyond repair, while wooden chests are rotted through and show signs of decay from years of neglect. However, amidst the destruction, one item looks to have been spared. A gleaming hunting horn made of bone rests afloat in the water. Its curves and lines seem to beckon to you, Delriar. Despite the disarray, the air here still carries the hushed reverence of a sanctuary, a reminder of its former presence and purpose.
I will, not slowly, but with a sense of reverence, go and pick up the horn.
You know, Fig is just kind of looking at all of the tattered papers, sadly.
You're going to have to swim if you go that deep, Fig.
Oh,
Yeah. I mean, you're welcome to, but... Del, the rent hunting horn is made of bone and decorated with intricate lightning motifs, but its once powerful voice is silenced by a crack running down its length. Despite its broken state, the horn still bears the mark of a 7-pointed buck on a silver plate. You recognize immediately that this is the symbol of House Hunt Silver, whose halls at Thunderstone are only a day's travel away.
Seems we found a relic of another noble house.
Another house? What'd you find?
I'll bring the horn over for him to see.
He looks it over. Hunt silver. Huh. Wonder what they're doing in here.
Fine workmanship, but considering the statue of Fig's mom and the others, seems that there was some sort of collection of nobles.
Maybe they know something. Maybe they can tell us something. Maybe they know stuff about my mom.
Well, Hunt Silver's got holdings in Thunderstone. That's not that long from here.
No, it seems like their next stop.
Bring them the war horn and ask them some questions.
Absolutely.
Is there anything else we could save from here?
If you want, you can go diving into the water and take a look.
Absolutely.
In chain?
It's not so deep that you're going to drown. It's
Okay.
deep,
I'll go look also.
but it's swimmable. All right. You guys, it'll take you an hour to sort through everything in here, but you do. Diving beneath the water's surface and hunting through the murk, you find 10 golden lions and 20 silver falcons, covered in a thick layer of greenish algae, along with a small wooden coffer that managed to stay dry, or at least managed to keep its contents dry. And when you pull it up and look into the coffer, you find 2 scrolls in there. Also, there is what looks, Del, like a wand. You're pretty sure that's a magical wand of some kind?
What are the scrolls of? Can I read them or are they not?
Make
The language I read.
a religion check. 2 religion checks.
I will also be trying to figure it out.
Sure. Fig figures out the first one.
But not the
the
second.
second one. Del doesn't figure out the first one. But he will figure out the second one. DC was 5.
Good thing we work together, Dad.
Yeah. So the first one is a scroll of guiding bolt, and the second one is a scroll of healing word.
Nice. Too bad I can't learn these from these like wizards do.
But Del can cast both of those spells.
Yes. But they are useful for me. Especially this one. He holds up the healing word. Just in case you decide to forget to duck on another frog.
He was a strangely fast frog in my defense.
Was. But that doesn't negate this being useful in case that happens.
Oh, absolutely.
What's the stick do?
Yeah, that seems to be a bit harder to determine. But let's see. Perhaps not while we're standing inside the crypt.
Oh, yeah, that's probably a good idea. Is there anything else
And
you
take
guys want to do in this
one-
temple?
Brief look around, make sure we didn't miss anything.
You seem to have gotten everything from this, yeah.
Is the one that had all the stuff in it, like, oil lined or something?
Yeah, it is. It's actually, it not just oil line, but it's got like some kind of a waterproof barrier,
Okay.
like a lining.
Yeah, I'm keeping that.
Yeah. You can just call it a scroll tube.
Okay.
I believe that's in the typical inventory somewhere. Scroll case, maybe. All right. Anything else you guys want to do in the temple?
No, I think Fig especially would like to get out of the stinky swamp temple if they're done here.
Yeah.
Elle is just going to take a long look at the statue as he leaves.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, there's still that lingering sense that it's familiar to you. You don't really know why. But you guys make your way back out and eventually up to dry land once more. As you take a bit of a break discussing where to go next. Taylor suggests he should head back to House Hawklin and see if he can find anything else out there. But that he'll try and catch you in Thunderstone again later. Implying that the two of you should go on to Thunderstone without him.
If Mary made any more of those candied apricots, you should bring them with you.
Sure.
Don't eat them all on the way this time, Taylor.
I would never. Probably. Look, they're good, okay? She's really good.
No, that's why I want some.
We'll see.
Would like some as well.
What?
See, Del haven't even had any. You have to save enough for both of us.
What do I get out of this?
My eternal love and gratitude.
I have that
Well,
anyways.
Well,
You can
get more.
find out with us what this wand does.
Now I'm curious. Fine.
But you won't learn until you show up successfully with the treats.
Fine. Yo, cuz. Don't let any of those frogs eat you when I'm not there to save you.
I will do my best not to be eaten by a frog or anything else.
And he gives you a hug and heads off into the swamp, heading back towards House Hawklin.
Fig just kind of watches him go for a little bit and then turns to Del. I hope you know where you're going.
Approximately. He kind of winks and then heads off.
And you guys travel for most of the rest of the day. You make it back to my notes keep closing on me. That's rude. Back to the town of Bezert, where you grab an inn for the night, and then you take the next day to make your way to Thunderstone.
Do we have to pay for the inn?
Not this time. You will in the future,
Okay.
but for the intro sessions, I'm not worrying about it.
Okay.
And you guys make your way to Thunderstone. Oh, I think this music is now inappropriate.
That won't be a long rest, right?
No, you get a short rest. And you come to the sound of Thunderstone, which is not the largest town in Cormyr, but it's a reasonable border town. Large enough, well maintained, good streets, good stone streets, purple dragons pretty much everywhere. It's a safe place. Mostly. As safe as anywhere in Cormyr can be. You, I assume are heading to House Hunt Silver?
Yeah, I don't have any reason to diddler.
Yeah.
Yep.
So you guys make your way to House Hunt Silver. It's one of the larger houses in the northeast side, nearest to the waterfall. And as you guys make your way there, you are greeted at the gates by a guardsman who looks you up and down. Who are you?
I am Figwin Hawklin of House Hawklin, and we were looking for an audience concerning an artifact we discovered.
Audience. Artifact? Huh. And you?
Oh, there, Tamarist.
Huh. House Tamara. And House Hawklin. His lordship will be interested, I'm sure. Wait here. He turns around and heads up the walk. A couple minutes
Meanwhile,
later...
I was gonna say Fig just fusses with the tear in her tabard, like, this is so inappropriate. I'm so rough. Ugh.
A couple of
That's
minutes later, the guard returns and opens the gate. Well, Lord Auckland is here, and he's happy to see you now. He's curious what sort of artifact you brought.
Thank you.
Let us
This
go
way.
sate his curiosity.
And he'll lead you up the walk into the house, into a foyer where you see Lord Hawkland himself is waiting.
You don't?
Sorry, not Lord Hawkland. Lord Huntsilver himself is waiting to meet you. How do I... It's this one and then this one. That should have shown you his picture, I believe.
Yes.
Ah,
Only seen the screen.
welcome. I don't think we've been formally introduced, but I think I've seen both of you at some of the fetes around the country. I'm Halder Huntsilver. Please be welcome in my home. Can I get you something to eat, something to drink?
If you have tea, Lord Huntsilver, that would be more than enough for me.
Tea it is. And for you, sir?
Just some nice cold water would be fantastic.
And water. Wonderful. Well, while that's seen to, why don't we come this way, and he'll lead you towards a drawing room nearby where there's some nice, comfortable couches and encourage you to sit. A moment later, a butler arrives with a glass of tea and a glass of water for each of you, as well as a glass of wine for Halder himself. And he takes a seat and says, "My man tells me that you've brought some artifact you wanted me to look at."
We were investigating a ruined temple, which apparently had something to do with one of my ancestors. And we found this relic which had the mark of your house on it and wondered if you knew anything about it. And she gestures to Dell.
Hand it over.
He reaches out for it and takes it from you and looks at it. Huh. Wow. This is... Wow. He turns it over a few times. Well, it's clearly well made. This is bone, and if I'm not mistaken, I believe this is dragon horn. Huh. This crest is a little outdated for the house. Maybe 100 years or so?
That tracks with
Is it tracks?
Well,
without
the ruins.
with what else we found.
Yeah, the ruins are quite old.
Interesting. Well, and he offers the horn back to you. I'm happy to look into it, but it might take me a few days. We don't exactly keep a easy to research record of all the items and artifacts that are associated with the house, but I'm sure something like this would be recorded somewhere. There is something I might ask of you in return.
Fig just looks very polite and attentive.
Likewise.
Right. There's been some odd occurrences here in Thunderstone lately. People going missing. And someone's trying to implicate me. I don't suppose... Well... I've got someone collecting a bit of information on it, and I'm trying to put together a group that would look into it for me. Independent of me, though, so that I'm not looking like I'm too biased. I just need to clear my name and stop whoever this is from taking people from Thunderstone. If you're willing, I'd be happy to put you up for a few nights, get you settled, and then you could look into that while I'm looking into this. It wouldn't just be the two of you. There's a couple others I'm getting involved, but I pay you. Not that you
I'm
probably
always
need the money, but
willing
I would
to
be,
find an answer.
yes, I would be happy to find the truth with you. My cousin was headed back to our house, but then said he would meet me here, so he might also help. I don't know. You know how he is.
which cousin?
Uh,
You have a lot of them,
Taylor.
Miss Hawkland.
I do.
Oh,
I mean Taylor.
Tay. Yeah, I do. I've met him more than once. He's a good kid. Well,
He is very much the heir.
suffice to say, I would value his help if he brings it, but I won't press that. But if the two of
I'm
you are
just
willing,
hoping
though,
he brings the apricots. Absolutely. Although I have a question,
sure.
my lord, if you would. Does the name Tamara mean anything to you?
Tamara? No, I don't think
We
so.
found-
I'm sorry.
We found it on the plaque of my ancestor, and also a big statue of apparently a deity of some sort. But
Huh.
I don't know anything about it, and I'm very interested in learning about my history.
Sounds interesting. I'll keep it in mind when I'm looking into this horn to see what I can find out.
Thank you.
Thank you, both of you. Yes?
No, this is out of character.
Oh.
Can you remind me of the names of the two people from the crypt that
Sure.
the War Wizard and...
So there's obviously Apolea Hawkland. There's also Tholendor Dawnbringer. I'll push that in the chat. And Tormag the Brave. Tholendor was the War Wizard, and Tormag was the one who stood fearless in the face of Dragon Rage. Here, I'll actually give you all three of the inscriptions.
Thank you.
And I meant to put...
He actually would have kind of jotted them down on some of the paper that he has.
Yeah, I figured you might, but you didn't say it, so you should do that in the future. But
Yeah,
definitely.
no, that's...
I did put the hunting horn on your sheet. I should have done that already. But
Thank you. Actually, are we more or less stopping here?
yeah, so he is going to have you guys stay at a place called the Dragon's Den, which he will put you up for a few nights there and ask you to meet with a woman who will come by soon with further information for you.
Okay. Would I be able to possibly find a another mage to possibly mend the horn?
You can certainly try. There are plenty of mages in town. It'll cost you five gold golden lions to get it. Have them attempt to mend it.
I'll just try to patch the hole in my tabard myself. I don't like. It just needs to be stitched back together, I guess.
Do you have a sewing kit?
I don't think so. Maybe I won't do that. Maybe I'll just complain about it until I get home.
Well,
Nope.
so I don't think sewing kits are that expensive, and they certainly can be bought in town.
I've got tools.
For sewing?
I can probably mend it.
Oh, yeah, you've got weaver's tools, right?
Mhm.
Yeah. If you want, Del, you can do it.
Sure.
Are you going to pay the 5 for the mending spell?
Elsie, I put half the gold and silver on my sheet
Okay.
that we found. So that's 5 gold and 10 silver for you.
Okay. Thank you.
So yes, I will spend that.
Okay. Then he casts the spell and then is a little surprised that it doesn't work. Like, really quite surprised that it doesn't work.
I
And
didn't want to.
free of charge, he casts detect magic on it.
Mhm.
and informs you that there is an aura around this thing that is resistant to simple mending magic. Clearly, this is magical, but it seems like the magic was shunted by the break. Like the break has...
Incomplete now.
Yeah. He's sure if you fix it, if you can figure out how to fix it,
Mhm.
it will probably restore the magic of the horn itself, but he's not sure what that would entail.
Mhm.
I can't figure out how to look in this pouch. This is the stupidest
Right-click
thing.
and edit. I did, however,
Yeah.
move your gold out of it for now onto your main sheet.
Okay. Thank you. I'm struggling. I'm sorry. I've rolled the pouch 3 times.
It's right-click and edit for that.
I see now.
Interesting. Thank you. Big, shall we go see if we can figure out what the wand does?
Oh, he'll tell you that one. He recognizes it on sight, since you're already at a
Okay.
wizard that can do those things, right?
There's a reason I'm bringing it up in front of him.
Yeah. He'll just glance at it and go, oh, that's a wand of pyrotechnics. Which I will also put on your sheet here.
Okay.
If
Sounds fun.
D&D Beyond, or Foundry rather, will stop being a pain in the butt. Hello, Foundry.
When will our online tabletops ever stop being a pain in the butt? The answer is never.
There it is. It's just that the magic items table is real large. So there you go. There's
And
also
thus real slow.
a wand of pyrotechnics on your sheet. And I did
Again,
that.
not something that's particularly useful for me. So
Yeah, not a lot of useful items for you, but
I'm not upset. I'm just saying that Matt should keep it because
Yeah.
what's a paladin going to do with a wand? Bonk. Seems like a waste.
I mean, there's always the Sunder magical item action.
Why would I do that? If I need a stick, I can just pick a stick up.
Is there anything else you guys want to do with these 2 days before Huntsilver's contact meets you at the tavern that you're staying at now?
Bake muffins.
There is not an oven for you to bake muffins in.
Break into the kitchen and bake muffins.
You could offer to the tavern's owner to help bake muffins.
Yes, that's what she would actually do.
Yeah. Okay.
I will repair the tabard.
Thank you.
Other
guys
than
can
that,
have-
no, I'm
You guys can have the benefit of a long rest since you were taking at least a full day. It gives you a day of downtime as well. And you both gain 300 XP. Welcome to level 2. We will end here. Go ahead and level yourselves up between now and whenever we get to our actual session 1, session 4, whatever it'll be, 5, something like that.
Downtime.
Hope you guys enjoyed. I know
Of course.
it's a lot more questions than answers, but that's the nature of such things.
yeah, that's kind of how this goes for a while.
Yep. But I hope it was fun. I certainly did enjoy. And thank you everybody out there who was watching. I hope you guys enjoyed too. I think
I
we
up
will
my
end here.
XP.